What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kryptonian saying here, bringing you guys a review for One Piece chapter 934. And I gotta say, for this one, man, this one definitely hits home just right. This one hits home just right, man. Like, there's just enough where there's intrigue, but there's also just enough action to keep your attention held, in particular when it comes to the ending. Because when you got Luffy over there and Luffy seeing the old man getting beaten, the old man's showing his loyalty to Luffy. And the thing I've always kind of felt with Luffy is once you show him loyalty and Luffy's like, I rock with you, that's about it. Like, Luffy will go to hell and back for you as long as you don't do anything to actually betray his trust. And what I like in this moment is that, you know, Luffy sees the old man getting beaten. He sees the old man struggling to enjoy every drop of the food that he's been able to earn, and Luffy's not standing for it. Luffy just charges forward. People are telling him, like, look, man, if you go over there, this is a death threat. You will be sentenced to death if you go over there, dude. Like, you want to pump the brakes for a second. Luffy ain't hearing none of it, charges straight forward and just drops the hammer down. That's mad respect right there, man, because, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, in my opinion, this is just me, maybe I have a cynical view of human beings, but I feel like when faced with a impossible decision, people are more likely to go for self-preservation than they are to actually help the person next to them. Like, I feel like in a lot of cases, and again, I might be cynical, you know, I have changed since I've started this One Piece journey way back in 2015, but I feel like people will overlook the suffering of another person in order to make sure that their shit's together. And to see Luffy in the situation where he's working, mind his own business, but he sees the old man getting beaten like that, you know, Luffy could have kept his mouth shut. You know, old man wasn't saying anything. Luffy gave him the tickets. You know, it is what it is. You know, he got caught. It is what it is. Luffy, it's like, nah, you know what? If we're gonna go down, we'll go down with you. That's some real G shit right there, man. Like, you know, if Luffy was on the streets, you know, Luffy would get some respect for that, man. So I thought that that was cool just to see that aspect of Luffy. Now, I have to say this too. I like how with the Big Mom stuff, Oda's just teasing. This is a clusterfuck waiting to happen. Big Mom's people like Big Mom's still alive. We gotta get to her. You know, if anything happens, Big Mom, Katakuri's gonna be the next person up. He's gonna run everything. Like, okay, well, you know, Luffy barely, but he did manage to whoop Katakuri's ass. So I'll let you know, like, okay, Luffy beating Katakuri's ass was pretty damn impressive, but Chopper's looking at this stuff and Oda's dropping, like, my Oda senses are tingling, right? You know, Chopper's like, that hat isn't saying anything. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's right. Big Mom, like, with the hat and with Zeus, you know, it's just like, okay, something's not right here. Did Big Mom really lose her memory? I don't know if I actually believe that now. I don't know if I believe it. Like, I think she might have lost her memory on the front end, but at a certain point, Big Mom realized it's to her advantage to take advantage of their ignorance and learn what she needs to learn, because she's going into enemy territory. She tried to barge in. You don't get to the position she's in just being head first and an idiot. Kaido was once her comrade, so that tells me she knows she needs to change her approach a little bit. And again, I might be giving her too much credit. She might literally have lost her memory, but Chopper's saying, like, hey, you know, I don't know if we can believe that she's actually lost her memory. You know, did the hat lose its memory too? Which is possible, you know, that, like, it could be linked to Big Mom's memory loss, but that's something right there to where that does stand out. And I'm getting the same vibes I got, like, with Komurasaki, right? Like, the moment she said that whole shit about, oh my God, I'm the child of a proud samurai, and the way that she was struck down so quickly and everything, and the way that they're making a big fuss out of actually getting the opportunity to bury her, and, you know, drawing all this attention to the fact that she's actually deceased. Like, it goes back to what you guys have told me. Like, if you don't see the body, don't assume they're dead. Like, yes, they got slashed, absolutely, but there was so much commotion that happened after the fact that I'm wondering, is she really dead? Because we didn't see anybody go to the post and check the post. And I mean, in the same chapter, you got the talk of, like, well, you know, Momonosuke's still alive, and we didn't actually see Momonosuke's body. I believe somebody said that we didn't actually see Momonosuke deceased, and, you know, the dude's looking down at, like, that card and everything. I don't know. It's one of those times where you guys have told me in the past I have a tendency to overthink, but you also tell me with One Piece you can't overthink because of the way that Oda writes. And it's just like when Momonosuke was talking a few chapters back when Big Mom washed up, we got all this stuff about how horrible Komurasaki was, and she's just got that larger than life personality. Like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. beautiful and she uses people, and it's the mystique of the mystique. And like Nico Robin is talking about like the best way to actually hide a leaf is in the forest. So Orochi is like, yeah, I killed the Kozuki clan. I'm so scared of these motherfuckers, and I'm scared that the ghosts are gonna come back. Nobody believes that the Kozuki clan's gonna come back, and you know he's taking credit for actually killing Odin. This is one of those times where it would make sense for her to try and get as close to Orochi as possible to blend in. I don't think Oda said that shit in the chapter. Had Nico Robin do that, and then you turn around and then do this at the same time too. That's too coincidental. That's way too coincidental. And again, I might be reading too much in that shit. I might be reading too much in that. This is one of those times where I'm so fucking tempted to just Google. But the problem is that I know, like with spoilers and everything, it's so fucking hard to stay away from One Piece spoilers. I know somebody's like, Jesus Christ, you have some fucking nerve to talk about spoilers. You cover spoilers all the fucking time over on Naruto Explained. You're absolutely right. And you know, I'm going into this blind because like typically I don't mind spoilers, but I found that a lot of you guys enjoy the appeal of somebody doing One Piece from the very beginning, chapter by chapter. You know, we lost Kryptonian Seeing, got it back, but all those videos on private. A lot of you guys are like, man, you know, I enjoy watching your reactions because I can tell that you're going into this shit completely blind. And so I'm trying to keep it, I'm trying not to grab anything. I literally have a friend, the same one that got me into Bleach, send me over like, hey, for the thumbnail, you want to put this character on here. And I got somebody that's doing, Makai is doing the thumbnails for the Wano arc after, I think, I want to say chapter 940. I think Makai's taking over. You know, he's a huge One Piece fan. And so I'm in good hands in terms of staying in my own little bubble. But this Komurasaki character gives me the vibes that Boa Hancock gave me. I told you guys when we were doing the reviews to Amazon Lily, I said, you know, Boa Hancock, you know, I feel like Oda's hinting at some darker stuff here. And so I'm getting the same vibe there, but you know, I've been harping on that too long. The view's actually going too long for this instance, but you get more Oda dropping hints. Like, is Zoro from fucking Wano? Or does he have connections to Wano? Because Kiku, she tells, not Kanema, she tells Momonosuke, don't ever utter that phrase again. You think it means, you know, giving strength during a moment of fear and lacking courage, but it actually means something else. And it's one of those things where either Mihawk had connections to it or Zoro. And if I'm not mistaken, Zoro traveled to the dojo where, not Tashigi, but Kuina, where Kuina and her father had that dojo. So this is one of those things where like I'm wondering if Zoro's actually from Wano as well. But kind of moving forward into it though, obviously you get the fan service moment where, you know, Nami's bent all the way over again. You know, Oda's letting us know what his favorite position is. But, you know, you also get this moment where Nico Robin's like, man, I didn't do much of anything. I only got this information. I only found out when Orochi woke up, what he's going to be doing on the time of the day of the battle, what Kaido's favorite food is. I believe she said that she found out the hierarchy for the crew and the number of men and the weapons they had. Like, literally Nico Robin is just giving herself, she's dragging herself through the mud, but that's actually a very good job. Like, I gave her so much shit, and it's like Nico Robin actually got a lot of information. She got a lot of information. That kind of just shows you, like, the way that she was brought up with, you know, having to live on her own and survive. She had to catch every little detail, and not having all the information is the difference between you being caught and killed and you staying alive. So, I mean, that shows a lot about Nico Robin. I like how Oda just kind of gradually kind of pulls back and just shows you like, yo, she's hard on herself, but look at her backstory to understand why she's hard on herself. So I thought that was cool. I also thought it was cool how, you know, Sanji's like, I gotta go peep on the bitches, man. Gotta go peep on the bitches. But, you know, the way that the chapter's ending where you got Queen showing up and Queen is getting in there right when Luffy is about to knock the fuck out of the jailer. I mean, this kind of tells you like Oda is like, okay, Kid is broken loose. Now Luffy's gonna be on the breakout too. So it's kind of like we're getting like a little mini Impel Down here. And it's so fitting because some of you guys have told me like, you know, at Wano, there's a war coming. And preceding the war was Impel Down. So my chapter question to you guys is, when it comes to the character or the characters of Komurasaki, how do you guys feel about what I'm saying as far as I don't think she's dead. I don't think she's dead. They put way too much fucking emphasis. One of the people even said, I never even got to see her face. And it's just like, is that because you didn't get a chance to simp for her? Or is that because like she's just been so blinded in beauty and doing all this shady shit that people ain't been able to put one and one together? Or is this one of those scenarios to where it's just like, nah, Kryptonian, you kind of looking into it too much? Now, the second question I have for you guys is, when it comes to Nico Robin, do you guys think Nico Robin's being too tough on herself in that aspect? And how much of her being tough on herself is a direct reflection of the fact that she needed to do a bunch of shady shit in order to stay alive after she left the island? I want to say when she was 6 years old. Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.